Once we're able to have that fund, there will also be a science and technology bank. And we think that bank will help because today in the country there is a paucity of venture capital. We don't have venture capitalists the way Americans do, or even many European countries. So we believe that science and technology bank will be very helpful in making sure that we overcome the funding challenge.
For instance, now the car you rode in, how do you intend to move a step further, away from what we saw?
Oh no, the man won the second prize, so I think he's gone home with about $500,000, so I'm sure by now they should have given him that money. But that car, I just rode in it because it's just to show what Nigerians can do. This is somebody not with the level of education that we will ascribe to those who can get a car, put a car together. And he had, you can see the creativity. He took the engine, motorcycle, and then made sure that every other thing was available in the country. But to have a wooden car is not something that we will really prescribe for now, because you have to strengthen the wood if it's so that it can resist impact in case of.
But it's not really about the wooden car, is it? It's about the idea behind actually bringing up manufacturing a car, so to speak. So, but what next after that ride?
Oh no, the ride is very significant. Look, you can't believe it. Not just himself, the family. He came with his brother, and, to say, look, this is something. So we will encourage him. We're going to encourage him. Actually, it is not for government to play the sort of role that you and I were discussing here with respect to commercialization. We prefer the private sector to do so because they are best suited to commercialize research findings, because what we are doing is to take the risk away from them. By the time you do research and it gets to a level where it can be commercialized, you've taken away a lot of risk. And many people in the private sector, they won't want to invest money into research, and they don't know when and how that research will end, and so on. So we are working very hard on the private sector to come in at this time and help us to commercialize for the sake of the nation. We have succeeded to some degree. The beginning is always difficult. We got two important companies in the country, May and Baker. They are working on two. NASCO Food Limited has already commercialized this high nutrient density biscuit, and which incidentally other countries are showing interest, and even the military is also interested. So we believe that the commercialization will be done by the private sector.
Now you're developing a 13-year science and tech roadmap, and of course we know that in it you intend that Nigeria becomes a major leader in terms of science and technology. But is this really feasible at this time?
Oh, it is. It is. We have capacity, and that is, I tell you frankly, that is one thing that the Expo is supposed to do. And this Expo has shown that we have capacity. All that we need now is for Nigeria as a country and Nigerians as a people to now know that, look, if we want to get to where we believe we should be, we can't do it without science and technology. Because science and technology affects every sector. People are now talking about science and technology more than they ever did in the past.
Do you see a lot of willingness from the private sector to make this happen?
Yes, change is normally difficult. But, so far, we have encouraging signs, and we are going to work more on this. I will reach out more to known investors on one-to-one basis and explain to them the need for them, to come in and invest to commercialize our research finding. I think also it's important to see how we can redirect the thinking, of Nigerians. We want to let Nigerians know that, look, instead of emphasizing just trading, buying things from abroad, we can talk of, manufacturing. I know there are challenges, serious problems, because we can produce and also trade. You can produce, and because once you produce, you must also trade. It's important. But this idea of now relying on production outside, I think we cannot sustain it. In the past, when the price of crude oil was $100 and above, yes, you can, but now it's not possible.
You see, Nigerians right now, they've got a lot of talk going on from the presidency. The government is saying this, saying that, raising hopes. They're waiting to see something really tangible happen. So in the area of science and tech, I know you've been signing a lot of documents with international partners. Let's understand, let's have a feel of what exactly is on the table.
What's on the table is we're making progress. So don't forget, I've just been in office for 1 year. 1 year. It's not yet even 1.5 years. I've just been in office for 1 year. And, we have this National Research and Innovation Council, which is the lead organ that will now manage science, technology and innovation in the country. We're now talking of a National Research and Innovation Fund, something that people never thought about, So we are doing a lot, and we are raising consciousness amongst, our people, and we are making sure. You see, one achievement is that now the application for